Greetings, good people. Tamika Scott has finally decided to drop some receipts. Okay, I ain't gonna be doing much talking. I don't know if this woman is going to delete this video. This is on her YouTube channel. She is addressing allegations that her sister and her sister's husband has made. She is dropping receipts. You guys wanted her to show proof that her money was stolen, and Tamika had time today. So without further ado, with no commercial interruptions, like to hear it go.
Hello, how y'all doing today?
Hey girl.
I am here and I want to talk to you about something very important. This is something that I am going to discuss only one time. So after today, please don't ask me any questions. Please, reporters, please don't DM me. Please. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't want to do this. I really, truly in my heart do not want to do this, but I don't have a choice. My sister is online saying that I'm lying. She did a video saying, oh, you know how she lied, because I said the things that I said about Candy to protect her. She was calling me crying in the phone, talking about a book Jermaine wrote, crying, saying Candy said she broke up the group. So I went to defend my sister and I said a whole bunch of things about Candy. And I apologized. All right? So now she wants to hold that over my head and say that I'm lying about the money that was stolen from me, my royalties that were stolen from me. And she wanted an apology.
So now, I guess I'll just wait on my apology.
Let me tell you something. She's not going to get an apology. And after I finish revealing what I'm about to reveal, I don't want an apology from her because I'm not vain like that. I'm not vain. I don't need an apology. I just need you to go somewhere and repent and ask God to forgive you and your husband who's out here being trifling, lying on me and my other group members, sending threat text messages from an anonymous number, but then turn around and do a video and say the same thing that's in the threat text. Girl, you and your husband got to be the most simplest criminals in the world. How are you going to send me up the...
Hold up. Let's read along, folks. All right. Tamika, I have question for you. Which allegation is worse to the media, you? Accusing your sister of stealing $30K, or you texting and sending naked pictures to your sister's husband? We just got our hands on pictures. Who sent this? And messages. So we gonna do you a favor and let you apologize to your sister and your mom like you did Candy, who set you up on the first place. Now I'm reading this exactly how it's typed, okay? So don't blame me. Also, we have a video of you having sex with someone in 2016, and you can thank the person that's suing you for that. If you don't, we'll send all info to the media and your Kevin Costner husband. Oh my God. If you think it's a joke, don't apologize. You'll be defending yourself to your children, your husband, and the world. But you're not going to have to face shame by yourself. There's a video, Todd, Sucking, a trans, you see it there. Oh, who sent this? Rocky's illiterate behind? Jesus.
Red text. Let me explain the text. I will put it up here so you guys can see it.
Thank you.
And, I might even share the video where she's saying things that's in the text. So I got a threat text about me, Tiny, and Candy, all right? First of all, her husband says that I sent him naked pictures. And he says something about Tiny, and he says something about Candy that I'm not going to say, which are all lies.
You see what the big news is, right?
Hold up, let me mute this because this is Tasha K's audio. Tasha K, you guys know she's a YouTuber, and she recorded a phone call that she had with Rocky Bivens where he basically said that some things are gonna come out about Tamika, and that she sent him naked pictures, pretty much the same thing she's saying here. And she also mentioned Todd. Now, why do y'all bring Todd up? I'm not playing this audio because I know Tasha K don't play about her content, and I totally understand that. So I'm going to mute this audio out. You guys can go to her channel. I'm pretty sure most of you have seen it already anyway. So when she comes back, when Meek comes back, I'll unmute it. He was talking in circles anyway. I didn't even report on it because he wasn't making no sense. He was lying, and I don't even think he knows that he was being recorded.
He's evil. A lot of stuff has happened over the years where I have protected my sister and her husband because I wanted a family. I didn't want to be an outcast. I didn't want them not to love me anymore. So I took a lot of things, not just off of them, but also off my mom. So I did not want to be out here without love. So of course I let things ride. But to have that thrown back in my face, my loyalty to my family, and for you to say that I'm a liar when y'all are around here trying to extort me and you're sitting here threatening me, saying that I need to apologize and say I made a mistake. No, I didn't make no mistake. Miss Diane already explained to everybody that she signed all of us up for sound exchange.
Well, I signed XScape, every one of them, up for sound exchange. And I sent all the paperwork. And Tamika, I did LATOCHA, everybody. And Tamika told me when we filled out the paperwork, she was living in New York then. And I still have the paperwork. And I filled it out and I've put it, her address was all in New York and everything. Tamika, my Tamika had gotten her checks, and it was a pretty big check then. I'm thinking it was like close to $20,000 the first time. They got a lot of checks though. And Tamika said, I didn't get my checks. And I said, well, you should have. I said, because Tamika's gotten several checks already. And so we called up to Sound Exchange. Me and Tamika was on the line. And we talked to, this guy's name was Joe Mo Grady. I think he's passed away, but back then, he was the person we talked to, and he talked to Tamika, and she asked him questions about her checks, and he told her that her checks were going to Hampton, Georgia. And so after that, she said, well, I live in New York. How did this happen? And he sent her copies of the checks. I mean, so
he sent copies.
He said something about your sister and Rocky. Or Edward Bivens, because I really didn't know Rocky's name.
Right, he said Edward Bivens cashed the checks. But how was I supposed to get my money back?
The only way you could get your money back is you had to prosecute him. And you said, I don't want to do that.
Once we did do the investigation, well, they sent information. Someone sent in, which was my sister, and I will be showing that in a second. She changed the contract and put her name on the contract saying that she was my manager. And you're going to see that in a second. And then they put they sent my passport. It was a lot of stuff.
I know he said, that they had proof. They thought it was you and everything. But there's only reason that you couldn't get your money back is you would have to prosecute them.
No one has a reason to lie. And you're going to see with the receipts. And if it wasn't for Miss Diane, none of us, me, Candy, my sister, Tiny, nobody would have gotten these checks from Sound Exchange. If it wasn't for you finding out about that royalty.
Well, see, my husband with the TAMs, I signed them up, and that's how I found out about it. And our business managers in New York told me about it. So that's kind of how I knew about Sound Exchange.
Thank you for doing that, because we're still getting checks today.
That's good. Get them checks.
Yes, love you. Thank you.
I love Tasha still. I mean, I love her. I mean, and I would never lie on none of y'all.
I know.
I love y'all.
I know.
Y'all my babies.
Somehow, my information was changed and sent to Sound Exchange. Now, when my sister was asked about Sound Exchange, she acted like she didn't know what I was talking about. So I'm not going to do too much, but I will clear my name. I will show you a few pieces of evidence that shows how they went in.
All right, folks, it's reading time. Okay, so this looks like this is the information, payee name, Tamika Scott. Okay, and the address, that's her sister's address, Fayetteville, Georgia. Now, Tamika did an interview with the other two ladies, Tiny and Candy, and I talked about that too. And she stated that Tamika said that she lived in New York at the time. So, okay, this is the sister's email. Girl, take a good look, y'all. Let's keep going.
And they changed my address to their address. How they changed.
Oh. Oh, no. Not my signature. Not my signature. Oh, no. Lord have mercy.
My email. Everything that Miss Diane did was changed by my sister, LaToCha Scott. Don't give you evidence.
There go the address, child. Oh,
Now,
dear God.
the misconception is the 30,000. It wasn't one check. It was multiple checks.
Right.
It wasn't just one.
Oh,
So
no.
I was very nice. I was being.
So it says Tamika Scott. See, this is what I was trying to tell some of y'all. The third party endorsement. I told you, I did this back in the day legally. Okay? When someone signs over a check to you, the person who the check is issued to, their signature goes on top. I said this in a previous video. For those people who are wondering, how can she sign her checks? And then Edward Bivens' signature is on the bottom. That way, this check could be deposited into an account that's owned, operated, associated with Edward Bivens. This looks like a Tamika signed over the check to Rocky. That's why you do the third party endorsement. I don't know how it works today, but I've experienced this before legally. Oh, Jesus.
Very nice to say that only 30,000 was stolen from me.
Oh my God.
I was very nice to say only 30,000 was taken from me, stolen from me rather.
So it was more, huh?
So, you want your apology?
Oh.
How about I give them proof what you did?
Oh.
Just a little bit, not a lot. I'm not trying to bury you. You just need to stop being out here saying these false things, you and your husband, these threats and everything else. It's not going to work. Oh yeah, one of the threats were that my tape, I have a sex tape that I did. Yes, when I.
Also, we have a video of you having sex with someone in 2016, and you can thank the person that's suing you for that. If you don't, we'll send all info to the media and your Kevin Costner husband. Oh, this is a piece from the text. Now, is this her husband? I mean, is this her brother-in-law sending this text?
When I was in my 20s, I did a sex tape. So,
that's your business.
I didn't want to take it back to my house, so I gave the tape to my sister and told her to hold it. So, I can watch it every now and then. You know, I just got to be honest with you. I was looking good on the tape. But anyway, I gave it to my sister, so I went back to get it. She said someone stole it out of her safe.
Your husband.
So I said, okay, well, who got the safe code? Who got the code to your safe? She said only her and her husband.
Freak.
But somebody stole my tape. Now I'm about to be blackmailed by them. If I don't apologize, they're going to put the tape out. This is what the text says. So, you know what? You're not going to scare me. You got my tape, but you said you didn't have my tape. Now all of a sudden you want to extort me and put the tape out?
Oh.
And you're doing a gospel album.
Oh.
Let's talk about that.
Uh-oh.
So at the beginning of last year, my grandmother and my mom all was saying they wanted me and my sister to do a gospel album. So the management at the time went and I sat down with her and she said that Motown Records offered me and my sister a gospel deal, right? So my sister came up to my house March of last year. Came up, spent the night, got snowed in. We were singing, we were cooking, having a good time. But it was a scratch in the record when I told her that we need to split everything down the middle. We need to write everything. We need to create everything together. And all of a sudden she was outraged. She was like, well, this is what I do. I do music. You can do screenplays and you can write plays and movies, but I'm the singer in the family. So me and my husband was looking like, what just happened here? We're sitting here talking about a gospel deal for us. And she just went bananas. I'm the singer. I'm this. I write. I do this. So in between all that I was tired from cooking and cleaning. I fell asleep on her butt. But when I fell asleep, my husband said she kept talking. He walked out. She was just mad. So when she left my house, she never mentioned it again. Now, she posted receipts on her thing saying that Rocky got us the deal. But if you look real close to the paperwork, like I did, I screenshot it and read it. It says, "Dear," whatever the guy name was. She was asking questions. She said, what was his name? The manager, Rocky, and I. So the "and I" was not right.
All right, let's pause here. Hi, Matt. I hope you had a great Super Bowl weekend. I just wanted to follow up with you, EJ, and Monica and see if you had a chance to speak further with your team regarding LaTocha and Tamika. LaTocha and Tamika, John, Rocky, and no, okay, LaTocha and Tamika. Sorry, y'all. John, Rocky, and I shared with the ladies how great the call went last week, and we're all super excited for the next steps. I look forward to hearing from you. When LaTocha did an interview with one of these radio stations, I talked about that recently. That video is up. She did state that the two of them were supposed to do a gospel record together. So LaTocha did say that. And then she said that Tamika got jealous because LaTocha decided to move on to do the gospel album solo. This is nasty, man.
Rocky. It was the lady who sat down with us and told us who she got us the deal. Our old management. So how did Rocky get us the deal? I'm just so sick and tired of her praising him like he's God. It's like she want him to be this big. Okay, Tamika, stay focused.
It's okay.
Stay focused.
Okay, we with you, sis.
But he did not get us the deal. I'm sure he was the one that talked her out of it, or both of them, because it's how you steal my money and steal our gospel deal. Oh, and it gets better. Check this out. So I have people calling me, sending me. I'm in church. This is the crazy thing about it. I'm in church and I got a text. And somebody said, "What's going on with this?" So evidently, if you go on your cable network and you look up a show, underneath the show will tell you who the actors are or who the people are that's on the show. Someone has went and replaced my pictures with my sister. So not only did you steal money and our gospel album that we told grandmama that we were going to do, but now, if you all go look, now my image is gone and is replaced with her pictures. Yeah, it's just a lot of crooked stuff that has happened. And it's something about Todd, he said in the text. But it's crazy because things that were in that threat text, when my sister did her interview on her bus, dogging everybody out, talking about Candy, talking about I lied, certain things that were in that threatened text was in what she said. Wow. They mentioned a tattoo that only she knew about. They mentioned the sex tape that mysteriously disappeared. They mentioned pictures that was never sent to him when he cracked my door phone by saying he was my ex-husband. They are evil, evil people, but I'm not going to allow you to keep sitting out here and giving false narrative about me. I've had your back. I was stupid. I did things and you throw it in my face and you want to do a video saying, "Oh, you know how she is." I owned up to that. When I was wrong, I apologize. This time, I'm not wrong. The evidence is here. Wow. I'm not talking about this anymore after this. Now the world knows that you are a liar that is doing a gospel album. Thief. Stealing from the church, stealing from your sister, stealing my identity. But what you won't do is steal my pride. Go ahead. Leak the tape that you said you lost. Go ahead. Embarrass your niece. Go ahead. Because you really don't care nothing about them because you would have never stole for them in the beginning. Go ahead. And watch what God does. God don't play about me. I don't hurt nobody. I don't do nothing. And the thing I did about Candy, I was in my late 20s. We're almost 50 years old. And you still holding it over my head. But I'm glad that she forgave me. But I forgive you, as I did before. Never meant to mention it. I was just pushed in a corner because you tried to destroy me in that first scene. But hey, it's life. And like you said, we're sisters, but not by choice. Words are powerful. And I'm starting to listen. It's a difference between hearing and listening. and I'm listening. Well, I love you, but what you won't do is make me look like a liar. I've grown from my mistakes, and I've learned, and I'm not letting nobody put nothing over my head of my past. But you, ma'am, don't have to apologize to me. Go apologize to God, and apologize to my nephew, and apologize to my children. God bless you, girl. Repent. Because one day we're going to see God, and we're going to have to give account for everything that we're doing. Oh, you're doing gospel. That's right. You know this. And I hate this. This is so petty. It's so childish, but it's so necessary. Keep my name out your mouth. God bless you, sis. And world, I will give you an apology because this right here is so dumb. This is probably like 10 minutes of your life that you can't get back because of some childish sister stuff that's going on by my sister and I. So I apologize to you for this mess. This is not the life that we're supposed to show. We're supposed to show a life of forgiveness, a life of love. God did not give us this platform for this. And I apologize for us misusing this platform. And I will not talk about this ever again. Pray for us. I love you. Thank you for your support. And again, to my fans, I apologize for this buffoonery that we've taken you through. It stops here. I have nothing else to say now. I've given you the proof, so now you know who's lying and who's not. Now, back to the real world, back to who we are now, back to us. So we have, 2 more episodes left for this show? And I know y'all been rocking with me because I've been getting DMs. I've been getting good messages. I've been getting mean messages. But that just goes to show that y'all rocking with us. Thank you. Thank you for watching and giving us that support. You know, we're trying to figure things out. And I know people say, oh, y'all too old for that. But really? Is it a such thing as being too old? It means you can't make mistakes when you're older. We're trying to figure it out, y'all. And I know we're too talented for this buffoonery. We're too talented for this mess. Yes, we are. So we're getting ready to start bringing you some music. We're going to give you some music. If y'all still want to rock with us. Because I don't know. Because it's been a crazy roller coaster. Y'all didn't deserve this. All right? So we're going to get y'all some music. Make sure y'all come to the shows. It'll just be 3 of us. You can see me, Candy, and Tiny doing our thing on stage. You know, that wasn't by our choice. You know, it just, things happen. But when you get lemons, you make lemonade. And that's what we had to do. We're going to continue to make lemonade. We're going to add a little strawberry and everything else to that. All right, y'all. I don't talk to y'all enough. And I just had to share some things with y'all. Let you know what's going on with this blackmail and extortion and the lying and the stealing. It's off me. A weight has been lifted. And now I can live in the truth. Not my truth. The truth. There's a difference. So, love you guys. Keep kicking it with us in our dysfunction.
Honey, what do you guys think about that? What are your thoughts? Again, this is directly from Tamika Scott's YouTube page. Baby, listen, everybody was asking for the receipts, and she provided us with receipts. Now, the information that she provided, now she withheld some information. She ain't pressed the gas, so the information that she did provide, is that sufficient enough for you guys to believe the accusations that Tamika Scott has made regarding her sister and her sister's husband? LATOCHA girl, I don't even know what to say to you. I really don't know what to say to you. I know some people were saying that they think it's really the husband, and LATOCHA may be in a situation where she can't leave her husband, or she may be afraid. I will say this. That may be true. Hopefully that's not the case, but that may be true. But is it so difficult to believe that LATOCHA was very well aware of what her husband was doing and was just down with it. Is that hard for some of you to believe? I know some of you believe that, but this is wild. And you know what? I'm glad that Tamika did this, because people were starting to question whether she was being truthful or not. Because listen, at this point, Rocky is saying things, LaTocha is saying some things. It was like, Tamika, girl, you gonna have to show us some receipts. You gonna have to show us some proof. And that she did. Now I wonder, the information that she is withholding and holding back, I wonder what that consists of. Okay. Now, I don't even know what to say. I mean, everything is out, most of the stuff is out there on the table. So now what? What happens now? Can legal action still be taken against LaTocha and her husband? What is the husband going to say? And what does Todd have to do with this? Like, that husband of LaTocha's was on a phone call with Tasha K, and Tasha K recorded the call, and she played that call on her on a video on her YouTube channel. Why are you talking about Todd? Nobody brought up Todd's name. Why are you speaking about Todd? You guys are going to get enough of mentioning that man. That man is not bothering anybody. He is handling business and doing what he has to do. And I don't like when people do things like say things like, oh, he was doing X, Y, and Z with, you know, a trans person or another male. Like, why do y'all do stuff like that? And you, as a married man, why do you care what Todd is and is not doing? You should be concerned with your marriage. He's disgusting. And you putting out a gospel album, Miss LaTocha? I wonder what the gospel community is going to have to say about this. Threats and extortion and things. I'm just sitting here shaking my head. This is what we asked for. We wanted some receipts. And Tamika provided some receipts. So if I was Rocky and LaTocha, I just wouldn't even get onto social media and try to play these tricks and these games anymore. I would just shut up. At this point, what is it that you are going to say to rebuttal these receipts? What are you going to say? There's nothing that the public even wants to hear. You know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Boy, oh boy. It is 11:55 a.m. Eastern time, and I'm telling you, it ain't even noon, and the streets are going to be shaken up today. I can't wait to hear other people's commentary on this. I can't wait to hear other people's opinions and outtakes on this. I am glad that Tamika is pretty much vindicated. I don't think a lot of people thought she was lying. Not that I seen. I didn't think she was lying, but it is good that she provided proof. She really didn't have to, but I'm pretty sure she went to Speak On It University. You know, had run and operated by Candy Burris Tucker, honey, because Candy probably showed her how to put them receipts up and all of that stuff. See, LaTocha, you should have sat there and ate your food and mind your business. That husband of yours is to his mouth. He too sassy at the mouth. He run his mouth too much, gossiping and doing all types of foolishness and thinking that he on the phone with Tasha K and he really kikiing with his homegirl. The funniest part of that video, that Tasha K video, was when he said that some people told me not to speak to you. Tasha K said, you should have listened to him. Tasha K is not going to save you. She's going to eviscerate you even further after seeing this video. You brought this on yourself. The Bibbenses, they brought this on themselves. And I can't say that I 100% feel sorry for them. Good for you, Tamika. Now this is off of you. And if I was you, I wouldn't talk about it anymore. They can refer to this video if she keeps it up. If Tamika is lying, then Rocky and his wife should sue her for slander and defamation, which they're not going to do. Again, I'm thinking of the legal ramifications. She showed checks. The people wanted the receipts, and she provided just that and more. I really hope that Tamika is on the road to healing from this toxic foolishness. I'm pretty sure you love your sister. You want to be one big happy family. I wonder what your big mouth mama got to say about this now. She probably is going to be mortified. And I think that's why Tamika held off on dropping these receipts, because she does not want to be further ostracized and isolated from her mother because she knows that this is going to upset the mother. Why? Because the mother was probably privy to this and probably reaped the benefits. Now, there is a clip of a video on my Twitter page. I can't play it because I think it's copywritten material. I think it was from like a behind the music where Tamika in the confessional was saying that when her and her sister went to church, the pastor asked them to stand up, Tamika and LATOCHA to stand up. And the pastor made the announcement that they, the Scott sisters, contributed $10,000 to the church and they just wanted to thank them. So Tamika, in the clips, Tamika says $10,000. And she says she looked at her mother who was in the choir stand and her mother just tilted her head and was smiling. She_Royal B is my Twitter page. I shared the picture I've shared the video to my Twitter. So make sure you check it out and give your girl a follow. I've run out of things to say. There's nothing else to say. The proof is in the pudding. This video serves as evidence. Hopefully she will keep this up. So shout out to Tamika. I really hope that she takes the necessary steps to heal and understand that just because you're related to somebody doesn't make them family. And you have the right to your peace. And if you no longer want to have a relationship with your sister, I feel you are well within your right. And no one, not your mother, not your father, no one should force you to be around, tolerate, or you reconcile with your sister who will go to great lengths to embarrass and humiliate you. That's not family, girl. That's just that's just somebody you related to. So I think that Tamika should worry about herself. I would definitely love to hear new music from the ladies. Why the heck not? R&B needs a little bit of resuscitation. I think Candy should pen up a song and forget about all this drama on social media and do what needs to be done for you and your family. Your sister is a grown woman and she has made choices in her life, Tamika. You can't save somebody that don't want to be saved. So let her go her way and you go your way. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Pray on it and see what God tells you to do. But honey, you don't need that type of toxicity, and people like that are dangerous. Your sister's husband and her, they're dangerous because they will go to great lengths to prove that they're right. Even if it means destroying your reputation and your family. What is there to reconcile with that? Child, desperate people are dangerous. I always say it, and there is no loyalty there. Once someone shows that they're disloyal, what is there? Just keep it moving. What is there to salvage? Keep it moving. That's just my opinion. You guys drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. I'm glad that this weight has been, I feel like a weight lifted off of me, and I ain't even got nothing to do with the Scott sisters. But I believe that she didn't really want to do this, but she realized that she had to show some proof because now allegations are being made, threats are being made. So she did what she needed to do to protect herself. And I think that this is a step in the right direction for her healing and for her to move on from this. And as far as Rocky and LATOCHA, all I can say to you is good luck, bro. That's it. That's all. All right, y'all. I'm signing off. I love you for watching. As always, until next time, peace.